So Vidita Akhila Shastra, then Sudha Jalade. Sudha means milk. Sudha. And Jalade means ocean. So the one who is all knowledgeable, the one who is as vast as the ocean and who is as pure as the milk, is being referred here as the Guru here. So this is the Guru Mahima or the Guru Stuti is being done here. Okay. So Vidita, Akhila, Shastra, Sudha, Jaladhe. Is it clear? First one. Okay. Then Mahito Upanishad Katithartha Nidhe. So Mahat, Mahitaha means great, or the one which is famous, or you can say the greatest, you can say Mahit. Mahat means big. So, and what is this Mahit? Upanishad, right? That which is specified in the Upanishad. So Adi Shankara is referred here as the one who is referred in the Upanishad, or who is being talked about the Upanishad as the Guru Mukham, as the Guru being taught, is being there. Right? And the Upanishad is a very vast thing. It's something which is very vast. So there are more than 220 Upanishads are there. But Adi Shankara thought that only 10 are important, and he wrote Bhashya for 10, only 10. So we, in our study in Arshavidya Gurukulam, we need to teach 10 Upanishads. And that itself will take you 12 years to study. So the 10 itself is quite long, because the last one, the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, will take you 3 years to study. Brahma Sutra will take you 1.5 years to study. Chandogya Upanishad will take you about 2 years to study. So you can imagine it is a long haul course. But Adi Shankara did everything in 2 years' time. He finished all the Upanishads, all the Brahma Sutras, all the Bhagavad Gita, everything in 2 years' time. So that is why he's called the Bhagavan. There's nobody else equivalent to that. So he's referred here as Mahito Upanishad Katithartha Nidhe. So Katitaha means the finest exponent, the finest exponent, the one who is talked about. Right? And Nidhe means mastery. Nidhe means master. So Katita Nidhe means the finest exponent of the Upanishad, and who is the absolute mastery over this is called Katithartha Nidhe. So Vidita Akhila Shastra Sudha Jalade Mahito Upanishad Katithartha Nidhe. Then Hridaye Kalaye Vimalam Charanam. So Hridaye means what? In my heart. In my heart. And Kalaye Vimalam Charanam. In my heart, with the purest of my mind. So Vimalam, when you say, Malam means it's dirt. It is impure. And Vimalam, when you say, it has got no dirt. There's no impurity in my mind. So my prayers or my thinking about the whole thing, about you, that you are the greatest person. It is from my deepest heart, my deepest mind. Charanam. So Charanam, when you say, is Sharanagati, or a surrender, or bow with humility, is important. I seek refuge, you can say, Sharanam. Then, Bhava Shankaraha Deshika Me Charanam. So this word you can substitute every time, and I will not repeat next time. So Bhava Shankaraha. So Bhavaha means he refers to here as Shiva. Bhava Shankaraha. So Shankara also is referred as Shiva because we believe that Shankara is only a reincarnation of Shiva. Nobody else could have done it in such a short time. So Shamkaroti the Shankaraha. The one who brings happiness is called Shankaraha. So it's called Bhavaha. Also Shankaraha. So Shankaraha, Deshikaha. So Deshikaha means guru or teacher. So here the Bhavaha Shankaraha refers to Shiva, who is the teacher. Deshikaha. Charanam is surrender to you. That's why we have Sada Shiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam. So Sada Shiva Samarambam means what? Everything started with this Lord Shiva or Shivaha. So here also Bhava Shankaraha Deshikaha means the ultimate guru or the foremost guru of everything. Unto that you are the Bhagavan. So here the guru is being worshipped in this verse. So Vidita Kila Shastra Sudha Jalade Mahito Panishad Katitartha Nide Hridaye Kalaye Vimalam Charanam Bhava Shankara Deshika Me Sharanam. So Charanam means feet also, and Sharanam means you always surrender to the feet of the Bhagavan. You do not surrender anywhere else. You have to place your head at the feet of the Guru. So when you say Sharanam, Deshika Sharanam means Sharanagati or surrender. So the first mantra is over. Correct. Sharanam means surrender and Charanam means feet. Correct. So here in this verse it is called as Bhava Shankara Deshika means Sharanam. So surrender. I think this is Sharanam only. So then second one is Karuna Varunalaya Palayama Bhavasagara Dukkha Vidunahritam Rachaya Kila Darshana Tatpamidam Bhavashankara Deshika Me Sharanam Bhavashankara Deshika Me Sharanam. So Karuna Varunalaya. So Karuna means what? Compassion. So Guru should have compassion, or the Guru has to be a compassionate person. He cannot be somebody who is arrogant, who has got an egoistic attitude. Right? So here the Acharya or Adi Shankara is referred as Karuna or Varunalayaha. So it is not only just Karuna, it is an ocean of compassion. So he elaborates saying that you are just not compassionate person. All the compassion which a person can have in any form is embodied in you. So there cannot be more compassionate person anymore. So when you say compassion means compassion, you are a compassionate person. But if I tell you there is nobody else other than you who are compassionate, you say, it says that there is nobody else compassionate other than you. So there cannot be any equal to anybody. You are the most compassionate person. That's what they say. Okay. So Palayama. So Palayama means protect me. Therefore, hey compassionate person, or the person who has got all the compassion, protect me. Right? From where? Bhavasagaraha. So Bhavasagaraha is talks about Bhavaha means birth, and Sagaram means the ocean. The ocean of samsara or transmigration is referred here. So Bhavasagaraha. So we always see that the ocean of samsara is difficult to cross without having knowledge. It is like, having a boat which has got holes and you try to cross the ocean. You'll never be able to cross the ocean because it is already damaged. It can't travel that fast or it can't go anywhere. So you need to repair the boat or get the boat ready. So the boat which is there is the body mentions complex which has to be ready. The mind has to be corrected. Then only with the right mind one can cross the samsara. So Bhavasagaraha. And how is this Bhavasagaraha? Dukkha. So this samsara is full of dukkham. So it is not, so even Giri says, Pratakash says, that this samsara which I am living in, it is very full of dukkham, Acharya. I don't know what to do. Right? And viduna hritam. See, viduna hritam means it is afflicted by so many things. There is affliction, there is suffering, there is misery. So it is just not only dukkham, it comes with lots of other things which makes it more worse. So Rachaya Akhila Darshana Tattva Midham. So make me. So what is the request here? So the first request is that is praised. Karuna Varunalaya Palayama. Protect me. Then he says, protect me from Bhavasagaraha, which is Dukkha, and which is Viduna Hritam. It is always afflicted by so many things. So you protect me from all these things. And Rachaya Akhila Darshana Tattvamidham. So make me a person who is knowledgeable. Akhila Darshanaha. So what is Akhila Darshanaha? It means the knowledge of everything. Akhilam means entire, and Darshanam means giving the vision. So give me the vision to know everything which I need to know for me to get myself free from samsaraha. And make me what? Tattvavid. So Tattvavidham means Atmavid. Tattvavid means the person who knows the truth of Tattvam is called Tattvavid. So Rachaya Akhila Darshana Tattvavidham Bhavashankaraha Deshikame Sharanam. So the Bhavashankaraha means, so hey Guru, I surrender to you and make me this. This is a prayer for him. Then, third one, Bhavata Janata Suhita Bhavita Nija Bodha Vicharana Charumate Kalayeshwara Jiva Viveka Vidam Bhavashankara Deshikame Sharanam. Bhavashankara Deshikame Sharanam. So Bhavata Janata Suhita Bhavita. So Bhavata Janataha means there are very learned people. And Suhita means in abundance. Bhavita. So there are many people in this world who are inspired by you. So a person who is standing there in front of the Guru who doesn't know anything, what will he ask? So many people you are taught, everybody knows about this. I do not know anything about it. Why don't you make me as knowledgeable? So here's a prayer in that there are plenty of people who you have made knowledgeable. And in abundance, they know everything out about you. I do not know anything about anything. So why don't you teach me this? Then he says, Nija Bodhaha. So Nija Bodhaha means, Bodham means knowledge, correct? Bodham means knowledge. And Nija Bodhaha means that which is cognized in the mind. So Nija Bodhaha means the truth of the knowledge, that which is cognized in the mind. And what Nija Bodhaha? Vicharanaha. So Vicharanaha means what? Vicharam, Atma Vicharaha. So Vicharanam means an inquiry. So unless an inquiry is coming from you, Atma Vichara should be there. Then only this knowledge will be possible. See, if you don't have an inquiry at all, supposing you do not even inquire anything as to why should I know Shastra, or why should I know anything at all, then you will never be interested in knowing anything. To know anything, you need to have an inquisitive mind, correct? You need to have a mind which is ready to grasp or to know things. So vicharanaha here means not laukika vicharaha, not about the world, what's happening in the world, what is happening in COVID. That is not a vichara. It is the vichara of the Atma, Atma vichara. Right? And this Atma vichara, how is it? Charumatehe. So Charumati means here the one which is shining. Charuhu matihi. Matihi means the mind, and it is illumined well in the mind of the people whom you are blessed. As I told you, the knowledge of the self is recognized only in the mind. It cannot be recognized anywhere else. Ultimately, it's only the knowledge has to rise in the buddhi, in the intellect. So he says here, charumatehe. So, bhavata janata suhita bhavita nija bodhaha vicharana charumate. Okay. So far clear? Okay. Then, kalayeshwara jiva viveka vidham. Correct. So help me in knowing what jiva, Ishwara jiva. So who is Ishvara, who is jivaha? So jivaha has to be known and Ishvara has to be known. Then viveka vidham. So viveka means what? Discriminative knowledge. So vivekam means one has to use discriminative knowledge to know the truth and the untruth. Atma versus the Atma. In reality, there is nothing called an Atma at all, because everything is the Atma. It is only the appearance which makes it an Atma. So Ishvara also, when you negate Ishvara, then you will also negate Jiva also. So that's why he says, Jiva Ishvara Viveka Vidham. So Vidihi means know. Let me know the difference or the distinguished between Jiva and Ishvara, and the knowledge of what Ishvara is and what Jiva is, and to know the difference between the two for me to understand very clearly. Correct. So Bhavata Janata Suhita Bhavita Nija Bodha Vicharana Charumatehe Kalaye Ishvara Jiva Viveka Vidham Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam. Then Bhava eva bhavaniti me nitaram samajayata chetasi kautukita. To next page. Namavaraya mohamat mahajaladim Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam. Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam. So, Bhava Eva means just by only remembering you. So, as I told you, Bhavaha means Shankaraha. So, a Shankaraha, just by remembering you, Bhavan iti. Oh, Bhavan means respect. Oh, respectful sir, Bhavan. So, respectful sir. So, Bhavaniti me nitaram means let me, by remembering you all the time, nitaram. How to remember? Samajayataha. So, Samajayataha means what? I understand your nature, understand who you are. And that at this time, the Totagacharya or the Giri, the person is there. He's already been blessed with jnana by the Guru. So the words are coming out of his mouth randomly. He doesn't need to be prompted. It is an impromptu delivery of the poem. So he says, I know who you are. I also know that you are the Shiva. Oh, respectful sir. Hey, Guru ho. Then what happens? Chetasi kautukita. So whenever I try to understand you, whenever the thought arises in you, in me about you, there is some sort of, arising of consciousness, some energies happening within me. There is, my whole thing got energized. And Kautukita means I'm actually enlivened, or I'm energized with everything. Kautukita means excitement rises in me. So whenever you have knowledge, or when you meet somebody whom you revere the most, suppose you meet some Swamiji or somebody whom you want to meet for several years, and this person suddenly comes in front of you, you cannot imagine what to do. You don't know what to do, right? You can't express what you are going through. So likewise, when I see my teacher also, I do not know what to say, because I just can't. I'll be spellbound. I can't say what to talk to her, what to say to her. Only I can say, like, please come in. After that, everything is different. So first impression, or first time, when after a long time you see somebody, even though the longing to, always you keep asking, when are you going to come? When are you going to come? Now I'll come next year, I'll come the week after. So it's been 3 years since he has come here. And every year I ask, he says, I'll come next year. So 1 more year goes, correct? So maybe the time has not come for her to come again, because when the time comes, so what he says here is that when your thought about a guru or teacher is consistently in your mind, it is like the blood running in your body all the time. And when this thing happens, when this knowledge strikes you, you do not know how to react. The whole body just enlivens, you just spellbound. That's what it says here, Kautukita. So Samajayata Chaitasi Kautukita, right? Then Mama Varayaha. So Varayaha means what is cross. So you protect me, help me cross. So Mama Varayaha. So help me cross. From where? Maha Moha Jaladhim. So Moham is called the desire, right? And not ordinary desire. It's Maha Moha desire. So desire is supposed to be a great desire. And desire can sometimes swallow a person, or can take a person to wrong direction. That's why also in Panchadashi also it's a very good sloka. Savilasha Mahamoha Graha Grahika Karmane. Namaste Shankarananda Guru Padambu Janmane. Savilasa Mahamoha Graha Grahika Karmane. It means what? That Graha means what is a crocodile. So Savilasa Mahamoha. So Mahamoha means the great desire. He's like a crocodile, and once you go into a crocodile's mouth, can you come out? You cannot come out. So best is to avoid the crocodile, or to stay away from the crocodile, or know what a crocodile is and what it can do for you, and just steer clear of it. So he says here, this world which I'm living now is full of desires, and you have to somehow rescue me, somehow. So Mama Varayaha Moha Mahajaladhim Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam. Then number 5. So I'm just talking quickly because I can't complete this in 1 hour. It may take me more than that, 7-8 hours it will take me to explain everything to you in detail. But being a 1 hour class, I'll just do a bird's eye view of what it says here, so that you have an idea about what Totakashtam is. Sukrute dhikrite bahuda bhavatu bhavita samadarshana lalasataha atidhinamimam paripalayamam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam. Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam. So Sukrite Adikrite. So Sukritaha. Kritaha means any action you do. And Sukritaha means good deeds. So only when you do good deeds, you will be given a grace. So Adhikrite, by doing even more good deeds, just not doing only good deeds, by extending the good deeds or excelling in the good deeds. Right? And how many? Bahuda means variety of them, not just one deed. So when you serve the Guru or you serve the Acharyas, you'll have to not flinch at what work you like, what you don't like. You'll have to do total surrender. See, in the olden days, they used to clean the ashram, go and fetch water, go and do bhiksha for the Guru, wait for the Guru to eat. The remainder one the Guru will give. And that's the other, and they should learn, study, everything they should do. So their whole life was dedicated to the teacher itself, serving. They will wait for the teacher to wake up. So if he's in dhyanam, they won't wake him up. They will wait sincerely there for the Guru to open the eyes. And then when he's ready, the teaching will start. See, it's not like when you are ready, the Guru will be ready. It's a different thing here now. In the olden days, the student will be ready when the Guru is ready. Right? That is the whole approach. So, Bahuda, Bhavataha. So, all the good deeds which are done by different people, by many varieties of deeds are done there. Samadarshana lalasataha. Samadarshanaha here means I have a desire that I want to see equanimity in everything. Or I want to see all the activities which I do, I see them all equal. I do not distinguish between any activity. So give me the jnanam, give me that vision by which I will be able to see equanimity in all the action I do. One of the Karma Yoga Buddhis, correct? Samatva Buddhi we talked about. So Samadarshanaha is the same thing. So Samadarshanaha means seeing everyone as equal, seeing everything as equal. Correct? And Lalsataha. See, Lalasataha means what? Desire. Correct? So when I look at you, when I think about you, this desire to see everyone equal comes into my mind, and I also recollect that for doing this desire to come into me, I had to do so many good deeds and more deeds and many variety of deeds I had to do, action I had to do to get this grace from you. See, the Bhagavan will not grace you just like that. If you just sit there and do, I want Bhagavan grace, he won't give you. On the side, effort. See, we have to put an effort, then seek the Bhagavan's grace. Without putting an effort, you cannot just sit there, Bhagavan would clear. You will have to put an effort. So if you put an effort to study Shastram, if you put it to really know, then the grace also will be there. That's what it says here. Bhavita samadarshana lalastaha. Then he says, Ati deenam. So deenaha means what? A very lowly person, helpless person. And Ati deenam means what? Very helpless person. Ati deenaha means I'm a helpless person. I do not know what to do. Correct? Imam. So Imam means I am this helpless person. Paripalayamam. So protect me. So protection. So he doesn't ask for anything else. See the beauty of this point. He doesn't ask for earthly things. He doesn't ask for car. He doesn't ask for food. He doesn't ask anything. He says, give me that jnana, give me that knowledge by which I'll be just like everybody else. Right now, my life is complete misery. I'm stuck in samsara. I'm stuck in this forever. I don't know when to get out. And I don't know who. So you are the only person who can get me out. So, atidhina mimam paripalayama bhava shankaraha deshikame sharana. Then, number 6. Jagati mavitum kalita kritayo vicharanti maha mahashas chalataha ahimam shurivatra vibhasi guru bhava shankara deshikame sharanam Bhava Shankara Deshika Me Sharanam. So Jagati Mavitum Kalita Kritayo. So in this world, Kritayaha means do. So in this world, there are plenty of like people like you who are or devotees who do various acts. So they are all doing different acts. So any of the, see, a teacher may be there, a teacher student may be there, the student may be teaching to another student, and that student will be teaching to another student. So all this is possible. They are all happening everywhere. You do not know what is happening, who is teaching what. So things are happening everywhere. So Jagati Mavitam Kalita Kritayo. For the purpose of saving this Jagat, for the purpose of saving this universe, or for the benefit of the universe, Loka Sangraha, there are people like you who are doing a lot of work everywhere. And how are they doing? Vicharanti, when they wander about. They do not sit in one place. It's not like Matale Samya, where you can just go and say that the Samya is always there. They do not stay in one place. They go around place to place and they preach. Whenever they are ready, they will preach. Vicharanti Mahamaschalataha means they are in various disguise, in forms. You would not know who is a learned person, who is an unlearned person. Correct? You cannot just say somebody, oh, he doesn't know anything about it. He may be just sitting next to you, not saying anything to you, he or she also. So you cannot take anybody for granted to say that he knows or does not know, unless he opens the mouth and says something, correct? So what it says here, there are people like you who are taught from you, and then they are going around the world teaching different things and different disguise and forms. But you, hey Guroho, how are you? Ahimam Shuri Van. Ahimam Shuri Van, but you are not like that. You are not like the other people. You are like the sun. Ahimam Shuri means what? The sun. So, but you are not like those people who are roaming around in different disguises and forms. You are the sun. And how is it Vibhasi? You are the sun that shines in me, Guruhu. So the light of knowledge, or the Guru's knowledge is shining in him. And that is making him say this. So Ahimam Shuri Vatra Vibhasi Guru Bhavashankaraha Deshikame Sharan. So far we are clear with this? Okay. Then Guru Pungava Pungava Ketanate Samatamayatam Nahi Kopi Sudhihi Sharanagata Vatsala Tattva Nidhe Bhavashankara Deshika Me Sharanam. Bhavashankara Deshika Me Sharanam. So Guru Pungava. So Guru Pungava means, Guru means that the teacher. And Guru Pungava means the most exalted teacher. The teacher who is most exalted, the most eminent teacher. You are the teacher. And how is teacher? Pungava Ketanaha. Te. So the teacher, or you, the Shiva, I see you as the Lord who is sitting on the bull, or the one who has got insignia of the Nandihi. So when I see you as a Guru. I also see you as the Shiva seated on the bull, Nandi, Nandikeshwaraha. Right? Nandike Ishwaraha. See, Nandikeshwaraha, Nandike Ishwaraha. So Nandikeshwaraha. That is why Nandi is always in front of Lord Shiva. And Nandi is always in contemplation of Lord Shiva. You must never go in front of the Nandi and worship. You're not supposed to be going in front of the Nandi and worshipping the Bhagavan. You will always be behind the Nandi, and you have to say something, you want to say it to the Nandi in the ears. Because the Shastram says that the Nandi is always in contemplation with the Bhagavan. So that's why it says here, Guru Pungavaha Pungava Ketanate. And Samata Mayatam means this no Samataha means what? Equal. Samata Mayata means Maya means me. According to me, equality does not exist. Nahi ko api means what? Nahi means the negation. So there is nobody in this world. There is nobody here who is equal to you in terms of knowledge. So he has put the Guru on highest pedestal, worshipping as Lord Shiva itself. So nahi kopi sudihi. So no learned person is there like you. There's nobody who is learned like you, and you are the Lord Shiva. Right? How is it? Sharanagata Vatsala Tattva Nidhe. So Sharana Agataha means Agachit. Sharana. So you go. So I am surrendering to you. Right? Sharanagata Vatsalaha. See, Vatsala means what? Vatsalyam. Right? Fondness. So I am coming to you, Guru. I am surrendering to you, and you with fond aspiration that you will teach me this. And Tattva Nidhe means, Tattvaha means the truth, and Nidhe means the knower or the learned person. Nidhe. So I am coming to you, to Guru, I am surrendering at your feet, Sharanagati, and with fondness or eagerness, I am surrendering to you so that you will teach me this knowledge. So Sharanagata Vatsala Tattva Nidhe. Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam. Then the last one, I think we are good for time. 25. Viditanamaya Vishadhaika Kala. Viditanamaya Vishadhaika Kala. Nacha Kinchana Kanchana Masti Guru. Dhrutameva Videhi Kripam Sahajam. Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam. Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam. So Vidita Namaya. Viditaha means no. And Namaya means what? Do not know. So I do not know. Vidita Namaya. What does he does not know? Vishadaha Vishay Tai Kalaha. So I don't know the subject, Vishayam, or any Kala also. Like I'm not equipped like other people who got skills. Because he's only a washerman. He washes clothes for the Guru. Sometimes he washes clothes for his disciples, for the Guru's disciples. They tell him, Giri, can you just wash his clothes? He doesn't say no. So he's been a washerman for several years. This is the only Kala I know. I do not know anything else other than this. And neither I don't know any Vishayam at all. See the humbleness. He says, I don't know anything. If you come to the Guru and says, I know about this. I heard about this. I already know about this. Then there's always, an obstacle. See, when you go with a clean slate, somebody, then you are more receptive. But when you already go with the presumption that you know something, Then the Guru will say, okay, he may know something, he may not know. He may teach only half. Here, he says, I don't know anything. You teach me. And I don't have any skill also. If you ask me to do certain things, I do not know. You have to completely guide me from everything, from scratch. That's why Viditana Maya Vishadaika Kala. Then he says, Nacha Kinchana. I don't even have even an ounce of what? Kanchanaha. I don't even have any gold or any prized possessions. See, Kanchanaha means gold here. But Kanchanam, it means any possession. I don't have any possession. I don't own anything here excepting like the ashram I'm staying here, I'm eating this, that's all I have. Tomorrow if you ask me to go, I will just go. I don't know where to go. I do not have anything. So Nacha Kinchanaha Asti Guroho. I do not have anything with me at all to say that is mine. Therefore, Dhrutameva, please come quickly. Dhrutameva means what? Definitely you have to come very quickly. And what does he want? Videha Muktihi. Videhi. He does not want Krama Muktihi. He wants Videha Muktihi. See, Krama Muktihi means what? You go somewhere and wait. He wants Videha Mukti means this is Janma itself, I want to be free. I do not want any more of the samsara. Give me Videha Muktihi. Kripa Sahajam. So, you are naturally, or it is a natural thing for you to give this kripaha. Kripa means what? Grace. So it is your natural thing to give you grace. So why don't you give me this? And give me freedom from knowledge, freedom from the transmigration. So if you see the entire verse, he's always asking for only one thing, knowledge. Is that correct? He doesn't ask for anything else from the Guru. Because the Guru cannot give him anything else. If you ask him that, about Jyotisham, he won't give you. If you ask me, give me 10 cows, I can't give you. Because the Guru can only give you what he or she knows. That is knowledge. You cannot ask him for anything else. So the prayer you have to do also has to be consistent. You must know what to pray for, whom to pray for, why to pray for, how to pray for. Very important, correct? All these things are required. So if you look at this particular person, Totagacharya, he has come with the right approach because the Guru Kripa is there completely with him. So he asks the right questions. He asks for, he surrenders. Then he asks for Mukti, Videha Muktihi, asks for Jnanam, and wants to be freed from samsara. So that is why this poem is supposed to be the most famous Ashtakam in the Adi Shankara Parampara. Nowhere else there is a student who is asking for such things. Everywhere else, the Acharya is saying, Nirvana Shatakam also, I am this, I am not this, I am not this, I am not this. But seldom we find a slokam where a student has actually expressed his desire in this manner. And that is why after this is over, Padmapada actually understands that he is not an ordinary person. He becomes one of the acharyas, and then Adi Shankara takes him into his fold. Then they all, one of the four students of Adi Shankara, Suresh Acharya is another one. So Suresh Acharya is another one whom will be reading some other text called Naishkarmi Siddhihi. So he also was from Bauddha Madha. From Bauddha Madha, he became an Advaiti. So now he understands both philosophies. He understands Buddhist philosophy, he understands Advaitic philosophies. So he is able to articulate very well the Advaitic philosophy and finds the flaws in Buddhist philosophy. So we'll see this text some other time. It's a big text. After the Upadesh Sahasri, we'll do the text. So far, is it clear to you? Did you enjoy this so far? Ji, did you enjoy? Is it okay?
Yeah, definitely, sir. Definitely.
Shankar, you're okay with that so far?
Yes, yes, good.
Because I mean, I did a very quick class. I don't do this class like this, but because it's so late for New Zealand, I do not want to keep them awake for long. But yet, I want to give you the vision of Totakashtakam today, as to why it is in every. If you go to Mahaprabhu also, they modified that Mahaprabhu to Chandrasekhara Dev Sharanam. So Bhava Shankara became Bhava Chandrasekhara Me Sharanam. So they modified that. So if you go to the Mahaprabhu Satsang, etc., they have modified the same Bhava Shankara Deshika Me Sharanam. Bhava Chandrasekhara Me Sharanam. So for them, Chandrasekhara is the Guru. But for us, Adi Shankara is supposed to be the foremost Guru. So from whom even Adi Chandrasekhara came into existence. So we worship the whole parampara itself beginning. We do not worship anybody including. So we worship on this day. Adi Shankara is supposed to be the Bhagavan himself. We worship. Pushpaji, is it okay?
Yes, pranams to Guru, and nice to hear and listen a disciple praising the Guru on such a day.
Yeah, today I sought blessings from Swamini. She told me you should teach your right path. I said, okay, good. Bhavaniji, you're okay so far?
Very nice. Thanks for this, Shankar Dev.
Sriram, you're okay?
Hari Om. Thanks, Shankarji. The whole family is listening to this. Thanks.
Really? Good.
Everybody listen today.
Shrikant, New Zealand, are you okay? So thank you for all for attending the class, and
Thank
I
you.
wish you all again a happy Shankar Jayanti. And I'm pretty sure that when you go to sleep, Totakashtam will be in your memory. So let the Guru's blessings be with you all the time. Let the Bhagavan's blessings all the time. And may you continue to study Shastram as you are for a lengthy period of time, and let the Bhagavan bless you with all the jnanam, the vivekam to know the truth and the untruth, and bless you with whatever you want to seek in your life.
Thank you.
Hari Om.
Thank you, sir.